Hello and welcome to today's speaker card reading. Today's topic is what are people saying about you behind your back? For that, we have three piles: pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. And now let's get started. Hello, pile one. If you're attracted towards the encouragement card, then here comes your reading. What are people saying about you behind your back? You have from the Bhagavad Gita deck, you have let not the wise disturb the minds of the ignorant who are attached to fruitive work. They should not be discouraged from walking, but encouraged to walk with the spirit of devotion. So I can see people see a lot of devotion in what you do. I guess you are being seen as somebody who is pretty diligent about their work, or maybe borderline a workaholic. Let's see the rest. Okay, the first card is an Empress. Absolutely. I think you are seen as somebody also who is physically very attractive, very graceful. At the same time, very hardworking. But that doesn't mean that you have let other aspects of life go. Like you are somebody who has, climbed the ladder, as they say. You are somebody who climbed the ladder with their own hard work. You have had a very humble beginning, but now at a pretty younger age, you have achieved a lot. You are a very high achiever and also a very physically attractive person. That's what people find about you. Yes, two of wills. Like you are very good at multitasking. Clearly, eight of wills, eight of pentacles, basically three of wills or three of pentacles. Clearly you are seen as somebody who is very good at multitasking. Probably you could be a student who was also an entrepreneur, so you aced your studies, at the same time made a very good, like you started your side hustles maybe from middle school, or maybe as a kid you started giving some lemonade stalls and stuff and started earning your own money from maybe from 10-year-old age. So you are seen as that kind of a person who is very good at balancing two to three aspects of life. You are very good at multitasking. Here in this aspect you have seen as a very good multitasker. Eight of Wills, see somebody who is very good at what they do and very, very hardworking. See, both Three of Wheels and Eight of Wheels, this person is carving out this whole structure from a piece of rock with their own hands and hammer. So, what that shows is you are the architect of your own destiny. You have carved out every fortune, good fortune that you have today. You have carved out with your own hands, with your own hard work. This person is also the same. He is also the architect of their own destiny. So, you are somebody who has climbed a lot of ladders at a very early stage. You're probably still a student and also own a very profitable business. So that kind of a stature I can see about you, and people respect you like anything, but at the same time you're very attractive, very giving, very kind. I mean, you are seen as a complete package when people are extremely almost envious of you. And somehow I your sun, moon, or rising has uh, are in the earth sign. Like earth sign seems to be pretty prominent in you guys, like either earth or, yeah, a lot of earth sign I can see are very prominent. So either Capricorn or Taurus, and Virgo, all these three, amongst these three, especially Capricorn and Taurus. Capricorns are known as like workaholics to the fault. That kind of workaholic, like work ethics they have. So your hard work is paying off. So this is what people see, that they have seen you. A lot of people used to just think, like, why does, or maybe you have heard right from the beginning of your life, that why do you work so hard? But now people are saying that, what? The work that she has put in, or he has put in, that they have put in, is now paying off. And yes, see, Capricorn, Taurus, I can see a lot of earth sign, I must say. You must be having something very prominent, like a sun, moon, rising, or a Venus or a Saturn in Capricorn, or Taurus or Virgo. A Saturn in Capricorn is a very, or a Taurus and a Virgo is a pretty good sign, a pretty good placement for Saturn to have. This tends to give you a total workaholic, like your work becomes your worship. Like you have probably not enjoyed like party and all such stuff. You have probably never done all such stuff right from the beginning of your life, because all while you had only one target, and that was to be successful and wealthy, and that you have reached already. I can see you are already way better off than your peers. Prosperity lies ahead, absolutely. I can see two new moons. What that does is, in the new moon, and you are at the highest, at your highest manifestation power right now. So you are already way ahead of your peers, and more prosperity uh like is ahead of you, and that's what people think. Like I can see a lot of jealousy here, a lot of envy here, that people are like, oh my goodness, she or he is already, they are already so prosperous, and the way in which they are going, they are gonna make a bank in a few years from now. That's what people think about you. Like you are like a blue chip company yourself. That's what people say about you behind your back. You are very close to achieving your goals. Your hard work is paying off. I love this kind of synchronized messages. I really love them. I mean, what else can you see? I think you are getting something which you have always wished for. I guess you are coming from a very humble background, where probably both your parents worked three shift jobs in order to put food on table. You guys went to public schools and stuff. So I mean, it's a win-win situation. Now, bitch fire, stand up for yourself. You are literally seen as a bitch, a bad bitch. Literally, you know what I mean, right? Somebody who can stand up for their own selves, who actually, you are the one who always stood up against a lot of adversity. People today can see your success, your prosperity, be envious, but a lot of sacrifices silently. When everybody was sleeping, you were walking. Everybody were playing, you were walking. Everybody were partying, you were walking. So I can see a lot of, maybe you have seen those other difficult, in financially strained situations, families tend to face other difficult choices. You have been through all that, which made you very bold, somebody who knows how to defend themselves, somebody who wouldn't buckle down under pressure but stand up and fight their ground. You are seen as that. You have been that person. Dragons slay them all. Seriously, you are seen as a fighter. Somebody, an entrepreneur also needs to be a fighter, because in order to establish that company, that business, you have fought with everybody, right from getting the licensing, to getting the advertisement, to getting the funds, to getting those first few clients, maintaining those clients. Everything was a struggle, and you stood your ground. You have done everything to reach wherever you are, and people are saying, people can see that you are that fearless entrepreneur, fearless person, sorry, fierce and fearless person, he is already very successful and is gonna go places. I hope. Wow, I mean, uh, what kind of a people are you, by number one? Anyways, if it hit home, do hit the like button, share, subscribe. Thank you. Namaste. Okay, now let me pick some charms for you. All right. So, it's a clock. So, your time is coming. The clock shows that your time is coming. Wow, congratulations, pile number one. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Hi, pile 2. If you're attracted towards the leadership card, then here comes your reading. From the Bhagavad Gita deck, we have, I hope it's visible, it's focusing, right? Yeah. Whatever a great man does, common men follow. And whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. Wow, you are seen by others clearly as a leader. I see you are somebody who tend to stand up for the have-nots. You already are probably into social activism, probably for the street animals, to the orphans, who knows. Now, okay, now it's Page of Cups for you. Wow, the star. Strength, absolutely. Okay, right. Justice. Now, confidence is key to success. You are good enough. Right, let me just. Now, Page of Cups, I can see clearly that you are seen as somebody who can literally spell magic. I mean, you can create magic on your own. You are seen as somebody who can literally, out of the thin air, you can create magic. That's how people see you. Clearly, this is what this message, this card gives, delivers. So, what that shows is you are a very strong individual, very strong willed. See, she is so strong that she is able to tame a bear becomes her pet. So she is that strong, and also she is actually a queen or a princess. So you people tend to look up to you more than being envious. You are seen as so strong, so magical, somebody, if you put your mind to something, you just get that done. That kind of a personality is seen in you. People are literally inspired by you more than being envious. It's more like you're an inspiration. Yes, a leader is, sorry, I shook the camera. A leader is more of an inspirational figure. So yeah, you are seen as somebody who is inspiring, who tend to inspire others. Yeah, absolutely. Mm, like, seriously, what are you guys made up of? Your strength, literally, people have literally put you up on a pedestal already. I mean, people who are probably double your age, they come to you for suggestions. You are known. At the same time, strength card is also somebody who is very emotionally strong. They have been through a lot. They have conquered their own fears, their own enemies. At the same time, they're also very compassionate towards others, of course, because that's why you are fighting for the causes that no one else dare to pick up on. You're fighting for the causes like, like maybe the street animals, street orphan kids, elderly people, people affected by AIDS, people affected by famines. You speak up for these people. Maybe the LGBT rights, justice. Yes, wherever you feel that justice has not been delivered, you, with courage, confidence, you speak about it. You have been doing from a pretty young age. You are already young. I can see you're probably like whatever age demography you are into. I mean, that's not an important thing here, but you tend to speak up for the have-nots of the society, for the more disadvantaged demography of the society. And that's why you are being seen. I mean, people think that you are the star. People see you as somebody that now you are star at the localized level, but soon you're going to blow up. Probably you have a social media account through which you also do some social justice, social activism kind of stuff, and it has blown up in the last few years or last few months. And people see that you are going to people say, rather people think that you're going to blow up even more in the years to come. Seriously, I mean, we are going through a war. so many natural disasters, you probably speak up for all of those things. More of homophobic natures that we are seeing, probably you are somebody who fearlessly speaks about all of this, and that's why you are being looked up to by others as, the leader, somebody who will save us, who will speak for us. You are seen as that person. Yes, you are seen as that leader who will speak for others, right? Confidence is your key to success. Okay, I can see that probably you have a very strong Leo in your chart. Very strong Leo, because a lioness card is also there. So you have a very strong Leo in your chart. And you are good enough. Confidence is the key. Probably initially, what I've seen, you have in your initial life, you probably have struggled with your own confidence level. Probably you have been heckled, you have been belittled by others due to some reason, which had, you know they had lowered your morale growing up. That's why you started, once you started facing them head on, you started speaking up about those people who were now the have nots of the society, who are at a disadvantageous situation, because you know how it feels like to be in those positions. You have been there, you have done that. 13, I think whenever 13 is seen, whenever I get 13 in the charts, in the cards, I assume that you're already going through, or you have just gone through a major transformation, be it a male or a female. Lioness, I can I can clearly see Leo or fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius are prominent in your chart, in your mm rising, sun, moon, or maybe Saturn or Venus, something very significant fire signs are there. Now, Lioness, you have earned all your stripes. Yes, I can see that you have been through a lot in the childhood. You have been belittled, heckled, people used to make fun of you. And now you have turned around and started talking about those, the societal, um, how shall I put it, the divisions in our society, about the divisions, the about bridging. You talk about bridging the gaps between the haves and have nots. So now you talk about the disadvantageous people because you have been there once. Gray, endings are inevitable. So you have struggled with certain issues. It could be a body issue, or maybe it could be related to your looks, or maybe it could be your gender, your race, your choices. So now you have learned to let go of a lot of toxic people who have hurt you in the past, and people can see that you have grown very strong. Now they can no longer put you down. That is another thing that people are seeing, that you know what, life is in the, it's not black or white, it's in the gray zone. You need to let certain things, certain endings are inevitable, so don't sweat those endings. When people are toxic, just let them go, and in that process you earn a title of being a fearless, lioness. Almost, people probably call you a lion or a lioness, I mean a brave heart. That kind of a portrayal, a leadership, a brave leader. I can see that kind of a portrayal, that the people have, the different image that people have behind your back about you. Now, feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. So, another thing is, people probably also notice that you walk. You're 24/7, you're walking, you're advocating for some kind of rights or the other. So, it's probably wiser to probably, just take a break at times, breathe and live life, live life, say, they say smell the roses. You probably should be doing that more often. Okay, now for the charms, for the charms. Okay, what's that now? All right, unicorn. See, unicorn. Wow. Pile number two, you are an unicorn. You are seen as a unicorn. I mean, Literally, you are so magical, so like you effortlessly do so many things. This page of cups, you can literally manifest magic. That's what people think. Yes, you are also seen as a unicorn, I mean, which is a very rare magical thing, right? You are seen as that, a very rare breed of a human being who is very difficult to come by. I hope, Pile, too, you have had some um, idea about what people are saying behind your back. If so, please hit the right like button, share, subscribe. Thank you. Namaste. Hi, pile 3. If you're attracted towards the third pile, the protection pile, what are people saying about you behind your back? Then here comes your reading. Protection, I hope you can see it. For those who worship me with devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, I carry what they lack and preserve what they have, both materially and spiritually. So you are seen as somebody who is divinely protected. You probably are also seen as somebody who came from a background where you had a more disciplined, protected kind of a background, also very charming, more childlike. I mean, this is just a first thing that I'm getting, like more childlike, more innocent kind of a kind of an energy you tend to give off. Next is the Lovers card. Okay. Yes, the Moon. All right. Yeah, the Fool card. Childlike, innocent. You're coming from a very protected yet very disciplined kind of a background. I can clearly see. The World. Queen of Cups. Okay, you have got a lot more cards. You've got like 3 4 more cards than the previous two piles, I can see. Okay, so you have a very, the Fool is a very childlike, innocent, charming personality. At the same time, the Moon card shows a very sensitive, creative kind of a person, somebody who is very compassionate, empathetic towards others. I mean, when people are in emotionally very difficult situation, you literally tend to counsel them, and you have been doing it from childhood, literally from school friends to whoever else. You can be a very good psychiatrist, a very good psychologist, a counselor, a good tarot reader, a very clairvoyant kind of an energy, somebody who can literally understand and absorb other people's energies very easily. But at the same time, you have a very charming personality, very innocent. People almost see you as a perfect partner. A lot of people, that's what people feel like, this person, this guy or a girl, whoever, like whoever they get married to or they become like partners with, those people are very lucky. So you are seen as a very ideal kind of a partner. You're a good partner, a good, and a very good arm candy also. So, yeah, very attractive, charming, sensitive, very maternal, very caring kind of a personality. Now, the World card. Literally, this is another thing I can see, that probably you grew up in a protected environment but not at all rich. But you have climbed the ladder. The Queen of Cups shows that this person, though very compassionate, empathetic, but they have the capabilities of climbing the ladder. And you have turned your destiny from this to this. So you have been in a position where you probably had means to get by on a daily basis. From there, you have made it on your own in this life, but haven't lost that innocent charm. That's the like speciality about you. When you get into this entrepreneurial, or maybe like anything in business, or could be any kind of profession, we tend to lose that childlike ethereal qualities. But you are one of those rarest people who is yet to lose that. See, this person, she is the Queen of Cups, a self made person who is sitting on her thrones, but is also She's very compassionate about the animals. You're very compassionate about those who are beneath you. You do not look down upon anybody. Whenever somebody comes to you, especially you, more than an entrepreneur, you probably have made your money through your empathetic nature. Probably, a counselor, somebody, you give very good advice to people. So probably a counselor, a psychologist, or something of that sort, and you have made quite a bit of money. You are making quite a bit of money, way more than the background you're coming from. You have climbed that social order, but you have retained that innocent, charming, sensitive, caring nature. Excuse me. Step out of your comfort zone. The energy is gaining momentum. Believe in the impossible. Yeah, clearly people see that, the thing is, you are seen as somebody who is pretty childish. So it's as a society, we tend to expect adults to behave a certain way. You probably defy those norms, and I don't really think that's a bad thing. But probably you should be doing more things which tend to come out of, like, which tend to push you out of your comfort zone. That's what people think. That's what the message is. At least people think about you, that he or she should be, I mean, yeah, they are a very nice person, they make a lot of money, donate a lot of it, but they should probably be going out of their comfort zone more often. That energy is gaining momentum. Believe in the impossible. So it could also be that you were, you know earlier, you started your counseling business, or maybe you could be an tarot reader. Initially you started that, but now you can see a lot of momentum there, a lot of increase in your money in the recent past, especially in the recent past, in last 6 months to 8 months. I can see an improvement, and that is going to snowball, and people are noticing that this person started from nowhere, is still so innocent, down to earth, approachable, and have achieved a lot, and is actually going places, while you are more than the business. You provide service to people, where people come to you for their emotional needs. Mental health is a major crisis these days. So you are one of those angels who provide that mental support to others. I mean, wow, I mean, what a great thing to be. Escapist, come home to yourself. You are seen as probably those you know mm, those math scientist kind of, somebody who is usually lost in their own world. You are also seen as those people, somebody who is basically lost in their own worlds. Whenever you are walking, uh, you just forget to eat, you lose track of time, you are seen as that as well. Well, we all tend to have some kind of qualities. This is one of those. Your potential is endless. Yes, this is what people think about you. This whole escapist, fool, moon, lovers. You are a very sweet, innocent, kind, this kind of a person. But at the same time, you have made a mark for yourself already, retaining your empathy. You haven't lost your empathy, mind you. So that's the best part, and you are going to reach the throne, maintaining that empathy intact. That's what people they say about you behind your back, that you know we are all just stardust. I mean, you're literally seen as those, a light walker, somebody. If a person like you is there in somebody's life, a friend, a lover, that's why you are seen as the ideal lover, because a person like you can literally lighten and brighten anybody's life. In a matter of minutes, you can counsel somebody out of their depression. So now let's look at the charms for you. Okay, two came and both are butterflies. All right. Okay, so I can clearly see you are the architect in making a difference, a transformation in other people's life. And now, doing so, now positively, of course, your own life is also transforming. That's what people think, that people can see that snowball effect, that probably you had a practice earlier, now your practice, you're actually arriving in your own element. Like probably earlier people used to think, oh, she or he is a more of a kid, they will stay a kid. But now they can see, yeah, they are childlike, but they're extremely good at what they do. So people have started acknowledging those people. There are people who tend to pull others down all the time, but even those people have started recognizing you for your talents. I hope, pile 3, you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, please hit the like button, share, subscribe. Namaste. Thank you.